Hello all YouTubers. This is Raspberry Rudy with a series of video tutorials called Code-Free IoT. Have you ever been intimidated by complex computer code like this, trying to keep track of all those indentations, semicolons, and parentheses? Maybe you've been intimidated by electronic hardware, worried that you could break something if you didn't do it right. This series of videos will show you how to interface tons of electronic devices with the Raspberry Pi computer using no code whatsoever. You'll be amazed at what you can do this way. So, why learn computer interfacing to begin with? Well, a lot of people work with software purely, but the power of being able to control things with your computer, real physical things like home automation, etc., is a very, very powerful thing that a lot of pure software programmers really don't have a lot of expertise in. But this series of tutorials will teach you that. But no matter what, most people want to see something working quickly and painlessly. That's where Code-Free IoT comes in. It gets you going fast without worrying about where you put the parentheses or semicolon, and you'll be surprised how much you can do without writing a single line of code. So what are we going to cover? Well, you'll gain a fundamental understanding of how software like Node-RED can be used to control the inputs from and the outputs to a computer like Raspberry Pi. These same concepts can then be applied elsewhere using different software and hardware combinations. Why go code-free, you might ask? Well, most people say you need to learn how to code. But in the near future, code's going to be written by AI and directed by you. So you really need to master the higher level skills and more abstract concepts of building automation, such as algorithms, flowcharts, data processing, and communications, etc. This video series will invite you to think more like an engineer. Unlike a lot of learning kits for kids, nothing here is pre-chewed or pre-packaged for you. You're going to go through the same process of solving problems and building solutions as actual engineers, using real components you can select, test, and use. You'll be learning concepts rather than procedures so that you can generalize the ideas here and apply them elsewhere. This is going to be a bit of a speed learning process, so I strongly urge you to take lots of notes and key concepts as you watch the videos. I'm not going to go into background details to describe a lot of the supporting topics, but I'll rather focus on how to make things work together. Stop the video and research for yourself, then continue with the video. The idea is to keep you on the steepest part of the learning curve at all times. And finally, I urge you to find a friendly teacher, mentor, coach who can help you set up your Raspberry Pi, set you up for success, help you get unstuck, and show you how to expand upon what you learned. And there'll be some useful links to resources in the description below. So let's get going. Let's get the hardware set up. First thing you want to do is install the free Raspberry Pi Imager software onto your PC. The next step is to download the full version of the operating system to a 16 gigabyte or larger microSD card. You want the full version because that includes Node-RED and a lot of other software, and it's quite a lovely suite of tools that you get. Next, you want to insert that microSD card into the Raspberry Pi carefully, and then you attach a USB mouse, keyboard, and an HDMI monitor. Then install the Pi cobbler onto the 2x20 pin GPIO header on the Raspberry Pi, making sure that you've got it aligned properly, all the pins properly configured. Then plug in the PCB end onto the breadboard and do that carefully. Make sure you don't bend any pins. Power up your Raspberry Pi with a good 2-amp power pack. Now, software preparations. First of all, let the operating system boot up. Then answer all the installation questions. Then get the RPi link to your local Wi-Fi network. Let the system update your operating system. That'll probably take you at least 20 minutes or so, so be patient. Then the system will reboot when it's done. Then you can do a quick tour of the Raspbian operating system desktop. It's a lot like Windows. Start the Node-RED program, and you'll see that here in a moment. And then install the dashboard, node group, and the LED node. And then you're ready to use your Raspberry Pi. All right, so now we've got our Raspberry Pi booted up, and we're seeing the Raspbian desktop, which is a form of Linux. And the thing I want to point out here is if we click on the Raspberry, we have a number of menu items available to us here, including being able to log out or shut down or reboot the Raspberry Pi. But to start Node-RED, we go into Programming and we click on Node-RED. And we should see a command line window pop up, and we did. That means that Node-RED should be up and running. At this point, we want to go to our web browser and log into our administration page for our router and look for attached devices or something like that. And we want to look for the name of our Raspberry Pi. In this case, it's a Raspberry Pi 4, and it's located at IP address 192.168.1.101. And we'll need to navigate a new browser page and add :1880, which is the port number, at the end of this. So we've done that here, and we can see that we've got our IP address with :1880 at the end, and lo and behold, we have our Node-RED desktop. So here we are on our Node-RED dashboard. The first thing we have to do is install some nodes in addition to the nodes that come with Node-RED as a default. So we go up to our hamburger menu in the upper right hand corner, we click on that, and we click on Manage Palette. This brings up the Palette Manager. You see two tabs, Nodes and Install. Nodes tell you what's already installed, so that's a good thing to take a look at before you do anything else. You might need to update some of them, or you may need to realize that you already have some loaded into your Raspberry Pi, into Node-RED. The install lets you actually do a search for a node. So the first one we want to look for is what's called Dashboard. And the one we want to install is called Node-RED Dashboard, a set of dashboard nodes for Node-RED. That is the a key set of widgets that you can use to create website interfaces for your Node-RED code. Now, I already have this installed, so I'm going to show you how it would look if I were going to install a brand new node that I don't have on here. And let's just say I'm looking for something like I2C. All right. So now I have a number of nodes that are related to I2C, which is the I2C bus. And I see this one gives me an install option. These two are installed. This one gives me an install option. So I'm going to click on this and show you what it looks like. I can open up the node information and see the description of what's in here, what these nodes are all about, before I make the commitment to actually install it. So I can just clear out of that. And if I'm happy, I can hit install. If I'm not happy, I can hit cancel. So I can do this on a variety of nodes. I can preview what they're all about, what they're capable of, how to use them, etc., etc., and make that decision before I make the installation. So I've already installed the dashboard node, and I've already installed what's called the LED node. Let's take a look at that. Let's search for LED, and the LED node that I have installed is there's an OLED LED that's installed, and the Contrib UI LED. That's the one we want to add. Node-RED Contrib UI LED. That gives us a very nice multicolor LED for our dashboard as well. So those are the two things you want to install straight away, and then you'll have your Node-RED set up and ready to go through all of the further tutorials. So Hope you enjoyed the video. Please click on the like button, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.